But you were meant to do the fourth one. You missed it.
But
there you go. Thank you.
Look, I'm sorry. I was thinking about life and all the exciting things that are gonna.
Tell me, what about
happen.
life were you thinking?
Oh, I was thinking about my D&D game and like how that's going and how life is progressing in D&D world.
That's really fascinating. Who is the without naming the player?
Okay.
Who is the worst player character in your campaign?
I can't tell you that. You're in the game. I can't.
Yeah, I know this is your opportunity to do a bit where you say me, and then I have to sit here and begrudgingly ignore it.
I'm not doing that. I'm not ruining your day
the bit,
by admitting that the fish man is obviously the worst player character. Okay, I can't, just because I hate your character with every fibre of my being doesn't mean that I need to lie about it or obfuscate it to the audience. And it is terrible, ridiculous. Felix. You think you can run around here being a fish person, willing to trident? That's so overplayed, so cliche. Overplayed.
Says the human.
With a trident.
Says the literal real life human.
I know, right?
God.
I am overplayed, and I own it. I own that shit.
By the way, we're watching Higurashi today.
We're watching Higurashi. Not playing Dungeons and Dragons like fucking nerds.
That's true.
We're watching anime like cool people.
All right, I want to know down in the comments, what is the what is the one homebrew rule you would have to introduce for yourself if you were to run a Ryukashi themed Dungeons and Dragons or tabletop RPG campaign?
Can I tell you that I actually started making one of those? It was for Umaneko specifically, but I tried to make like a murder mystery RPG. It was going pretty well. It's still sitting on the shelf. I had some good feedback from some players.
They will mysteriously disappear. And be demoned away, as opposed
Felix doesn't want to talk about murder mystery.
At least I'm trying to do our job.
Nah, our job's dumb. All right, so cops are here.
That's right.
They're going to get tased later on and murdered. So
spoilers! I like the idea that she did this like in the last 20 minutes too.
Yeah, dude. Look, she's a speedy trap setter. Going to help them banish the demons and the kaiju and stuff. And
the kaiju?
Yeah, dude. That's what that character did in that thing, in that Ultraman thing you were watching, right?
That's true.
The ghost girl was like, I'm going to take the red crystal and turn it blue and like banish the ghost of the kaiju. That's what happened. And then she became a real girl at the end.
I forgot you were there when we shitpostingly watched an episode of Ultraman.
It was great. Oh my God, they're getting tased.
Oh my God.
I told you it was going to happen.
Just like what happened to Ultraman.
Oh, Ultraman, no.
So I had no idea what Ultraman was. And then the other night I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm watching an episode. I thought it was going to be a 20-minute episode. I accidentally picked a 2-hour and 20
you picked the movie somehow.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Get him!
Get him!
What even was that? A little bit of cloth with sand on it?
Stop thinking and move!
It's all right. She's having a moment. She's like, if I can live, then I can transfer the memories.
Like, listen, if you're going to do a soliloquy, you at least know how to stop time.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
that's the key ingredient.
Well, that's the thing. This is an experience that leads to her learning how to stop time. It's fine.
Oh, you're so right.
It's all thematic. It all comes back around. They both get tased. Oh, yes, now.
This is the moment. This is the moment.
Here we go.
Time to enter the scene.
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Yeah!
Smack, smack. Oh my God, you can't just keep tasing people.
I feel a lot better about the alternative of Fate can be beaten to a pulp now that it was the introduction for Keiichi smashing someone over the back of the head with a baseball bat.
You're going to kill someone doing that.
I know.
They're like...
It's right, time's about to end in loop anyway.
That's the best part. They're like, we've learned through our trials and tribulations that you shouldn't murder people. Conk. I love how defined Okanogi's nose is.
I know, what a dramatic
It's like
angle
a hawk. It's great.
I do love that they still gave her the cleaver.
Look,
and they explicitly went out of their way to be like, don't worry, it's the blunt side.
I use the blunt side. It's great. Nothing can ruin our advantage
Time
now.
to take the van. I'm sure nothing
could go wrong.
Nothing could go wrong. They're doing the thing.
They added in her character arc right at the end.
Except that it's a character exposition instead.
It's good.
I love a good character exposition.
Me too.
Did you see what they just did?
Which part of it? The way that we got a face full of boob? Is that what you're referring to?
Why did they do that?
I don't know. They're like right next to her already.
The pacing of this scene is fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
I do not know what they were aiming for.
Well, I guess they're trying to like emulate the VN in terms of how they get picked off one by one, but they also want them to see each other getting picked off, which isn't really like feasible if they're supposed to be running through the woods.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Got him. Just give her a slightly less tight-fitting outfit. I swear to God.
It's the outfit Ryukishi chose, Ben. There's nothing
true.
they can do.
I can't
literally
reach into them.
Nothing
There's
they can
nothing
do.
they can do. It's impossible. Can't reach into the man's brain
unless you play the
change it.
PlayStation 3 version.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah, if you don't like ham hands,
I can't help you.
they were going so strong, and then this scene has just tripped and fallen for me.
Even in the VN, it kind of like has this weird pacing problem. I don't know.
But it's a different weird pacing problem.
It is.
Takano appearing, shooting Keiichi, them going into space, and then this execution is all like one chain of events.
Yeah.
Whereas here,
it feels stuttered or staggered, I guess.
Just you phrasing it like that reminds me of the ending of John Wick 3.
I haven't seen that.
Because there's this fight at the end, and it does the thing that a lot of martial arts films do, where it kind of goes like a burst of action, and then they stop and talk about it. And a burst of action, they stop and talk about it.
Yeah.
But like, there's never a credible motivation for the pause in the action.
Yeah.
Like, there's one time where the guy even stops and just goes like, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan."
Oh, God. It sounds very bizarre to me.
And like, obviously, it's meant to be satirizing.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound like it's trying to be quite as serious as
it just felt really out of place, kind of in a similar way to this. Like, I feel like it keeps killing its own momentum rather than giving itself a breath.
Yeah, I don't know which version I prefer. Everybody, put your hands in the circle. Because now they're doing the thing like in Arc 6 when they all put their hands together and they reach out to her and she needs to reach back and they make a fragment.
And with our powers combined, we are...
Ultraman!
No, oh, fuck.
Oh.
You're going to keep bringing that up, are you? I'm just remembering, because we recorded that scene in the VN right before lockdowns began at the start of 2020.
I remember we did a marathon. It was... awful.
Yeah, that's right. We were there so late. My family, who I was going to visit that evening, got concerned and called the security at the studios and came to the studios.
Yep.
Saw us recording in there. The security guard wouldn't let them go in, so they took a picture of themselves outside the studio and sent it to me. So when we finished about 2 hours later, I opened up my phone to a selfie of my parents right outside the room we were recording in. I'm like, what?
What time did we end? It was like 2 a.m.?
It was like 1:30, yeah.
1:30, okay. I remember it was after midnight. I remember seeing it was midnight and being like, we really need to just like finish this now.
Yeah.
It was good though. Like, I'm glad that we were so productive. Haven't been that productive in a long time.
I'm glad we were able to tide over the episodes for long enough until we could actually get in studio and record again.
For sure.
Let's go.
Not Neo. This is not Matrix time. Not yet.
Ugh.
But Neo would be beaten by Neo. That is a fact.
Is it true?
Yeah, because Neo would be able to bend time and dodge her bullets. And that's like her one weakness, apparently. That's her only weakness, is people dodging her bullets.
I don't know.
Seem like you're itching or something.
Yeah, that's right. I'm about to scratch my own throat out.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Drama on the show. That's what the people want.
That's exactly it.
That's what I want.
If either of us is alive at the end of the series, we failed.
Okay. Don't say that.
What?
What if it happens? What if we get murdered?
Well, then whoever of us survives is going to have a real hard time in court.
It's true. There are a couple of new details in this sequence here.
I should have.
Maybe you'll pay attention and see if there might be one big change.
I'm not paying attention to the OP.
You should be, because there are changes. There's about to be a big change in a second. There's a big reveal. Tell me what it is.
You're in the anime. You bribed.
No, we are not in the anime.
Higuchi.
It is the opposite of that reveal. There she is. So she's been waving at Hanyu this entire time, but now she's really the real girl. You see?
Oh, that's great. I like that.
There are a couple of things. They add Hanyu.
Thank goodness
into the
I
opening.
always pay attention to the OP.
You fucking nerd. That's like half the fun of watching an anime. Things happen with the characters.
I was told as a young anime viewer that the best way to experience an OP is to only watch it in the last episode once it can't spoil you anymore.
No, that's dumb. It's like, I'll just tell you these things to make you think that I'm all big and important. But it'll actually start this god complex. It's going to be great.
What's a few god complexes between friends?
Oh,
my god, was it a bus crash in this universe?
Yes, it is a bus crash in this universe. It's not a train. It's much easier to show a bus crash, I think.
Well, because you can't make claims about Japan's rail system.
Jack for the blood. You're in the splash zone.
The splash.
She's in the splash zone. Look, I'm telling you, get out of the... Wear a helmet. It's honestly taking longer than I thought it would. I thought that joke would land a little bit closer to the punchline.
Oh, God. Please, no.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
I told you. That is a shot that I will never forget. Because when I watched it the first time, I was like, oh, God, no. Like, I am done with this. Well, we can't let a trusted family friend look after you. They have to be blood related because that's the most important thing. Friends are just the family that you choose for life.
Choose?
Yeah. You don't choose your friends?
All right, I had the subject and object of that sentence backwards in my head.
Oh, it's the perfect orphanage where you can choose your friends.
That's where I
not your family. That's where I want to go.
Orphanage son exists.
Thank you. Well, they have hope, right? And,
that's right.
And that hope needs to be crushed and stuff.
That's what they have that the Empire doesn't.
I was going to make a Simpsons joke, but yeah, that also works. Yeah, we just need to get some weapons.
Yeah.
You know?
Some bags of sand, a couple of tasers, baseball bat, and explicitly the blunt end of a meat cleaver.
In fact, if it could be a meat cleaver with 2 blunt ends, that'd be perfect. Gives you the freedom of movement there. You know? You would not get the best. What's that plant that you like spend your whole life cultivating? The Japanese one.
Bonsai?
The bonsai. Try to cultivate that thing with 2 blunt ends, you'd be done. Not that you would use a cleaver on a bonsai, but, you know, if you did. Oh, in the splash zone. Oh. I'm glad you're enjoying that bit.
I'm not enjoying that bit.
The blood splash zone. What if it was real blood? Him. I had forgotten he was even in the show. Let's count how many scenes he's in.
How could you not put him in the show? Their relationship and him passing away was like important to the development of.
Look, I totally agree that it's important to like her daddy issues, but I don't remember him being in the show. That's what I'm trying to say.
Fair enough.
I don't remember this scene.
I wouldn't expect young you to remember anything.
True. I wouldn't expect that either.
Oh, you've got an old soul, Takano. You're so respectful, unlike all those kids on their MySpace pages.
Hey, there's the military people.
Oh my god, they're both exactly the same broadness in this shot.
You sure? But what if, isn't Okano just a little bit higher? Like his shoulders are a little bit higher up.
I'll have to
measure it. Let us know in the comments or in the description. And actually cutting back and forth between the different scenes is quite cool.
I think the only thing I would have described differently is I thought they would have had a few more of those moments where they cut from like a transitional element between scenes.
Oh, like moving through a door or something? Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like, and now we'll go into the conference room, and they push the door open, you get the bright light, and then the light is like lightning.
Yeah, like
that sort of thing.
The easy one for here would have been like, you know, she just lost her shoe, so you have like Takano about to go into a meeting, taking off her shoe.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, beautiful. That's awful.
Monsters.
I'll have to see if Mio Takano dies next time on the show, but that's good fun.
On the one hand, I hate it, but on the other hand,
it's good fun.
They keep getting me with these snap cuts to the credits.
Yeah. No.
I think the pacing for this sequence kind of works a bit better.
Yeah, sure.
For something a bit shorter, like the anime, because like, you know, obviously there's a lot of worthy like wiki detail to the opening of Arc 8.
Sure. It's also just very wordy. Like it's a lot. Especially when it comes to like describing the orphanage and the punishments and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that we can have these very visceral moments. I feel like that really adds to the atmosphere and the feeling of building tension. Because like if you think about this from the original broadcasting perspective, this is, you know, the start of a new arc. We have to reset the audience expectations and like ease them into a new mode, I guess.
Oh, what's this?
Post-credits scene, speaking of new modes. And that's a transition.
I don't know what to expect.
I don't know
what's going on.
I'm ready for it. I'm curious, is this supposed to have happened in the future of Arc 8, like just before the massacre is supposed to occur? Or does she just sometimes go sleep in the military truck in her full uniform? Like, do you think that sometimes Takano just like after her date with Toмотaki, she just goes back to the military truck, puts on her fucking military uniform and just goes to bed in it?
She's an anime character. She doesn't put on the uniform. She walks through the door and it's
on her. You're absolutely correct. It's like Link in Breath of the Wild. It just appears on her.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
I completely agree.
Good stuff. That's a cool scene. I like the little addition there.
Alrighty.
Wraps things up nicely.
More Matsurai Bayashai next time.
Mitsurubushi. You know what? Next time on the series you're currently watching, will we get points? Probably.
Well, shit. Was there a punch in that?
I don't think so.
Fuck, I didn't keep track.
But I didn't see. We'll have to check it in post.
Editor Felix, you better have been paying attention.
You fucker.
You piece of shit.
You're fucking fish man.
God.
Get shit right.
That coward.
Play an original character already.
Yeah, you coward.
Play something
Editor
normal.
Felix. What do we pay you for?
Play an elf. The best race.
Next
My
time.
favorite
No,
race.
that's it. Next time.